I'm gonna drop some free game right now because I was having a conversation about the tarot and how, ultimately it is a great source of divination for self discovery. The process of the tarot, right? The best way to use it for yourself, because anybody can use it for themselves, it's just you creating a relationship with it so that you can relate to it on a subconscious level. There are a bunch of symbols that appear throughout the tarot, right? And you create the relationship with these symbols, with these cards. The best thing I could say is understand what the Fool's Journey is. The Fool's Journey is the 22 cards of the major arcana. It's the major archetypal energies of the whole system. And then, there are, 56 of the regular or the minor arcana, which are just suits. The suits have cups, which are emotions, that's the water energy, wands, which is fire, it's your passion, swords, which is air, and that's your mental space, and then pentacles, which is, your stability, that is the earth element. But if you understand that and then understand what the numbers represent, you're basically halfway there. The other half is just understanding the story of the Fool, the major arcana, which is ultimately this path of self-discovery. It is you coming into being, understanding and developing an ego, coming in throughout the world, and then the dissolution of the ego death, so that you can then integrate yourself, your soul self, with your ego and move in tandem with this kind of experience from a unified perspective. It's the unification of opposites. It's the Hieros Gamos. It's the sacred marriage, the sacred union, path of ascension. It's so many different names. It's the Kundalini awakening. There are so many different ways of relating to it, right? And the best part about the tarot is there are so many different ways of relating to the cards. Everybody has their own way of making that relationship, and you just have to make the relationship. So the more you practice, the more you use it, the more you attune yourself to your intuition and form that kind of bond with the cards, with the symbols, your subconscious mind does so much of the work. It's able to communicate to you in the ways that it needs to. You hear that, crow? So the method is simple. You see that, bird? The method is you. It's you coming to understand yourself and making a relationship that only you can fully understand with the tarot. There are so many symbols. This story ultimately represents the hero's journey that you've gone through. So you have a beautiful way of relating to it. And in your beautiful way of relating to it, you can then tell others the same story. You can use that story that relates to you to relate to other people's stories. And that's how things resonate between us, because that is the ultimate understanding. We're all connected. We're just having our own individualized experience through a specific lens of consciousness. Your specific lens could ultimately be the thing that unlocks something within another person. That's why authenticity is the highest frequency, right? And authenticity is basically unconditional love, because you're not judging yourself, you're allowing yourself to flow naturally. Anyways, that was me speed running the tarot. If you'd like to dive into a series maybe, let me know.